Okay, now let's turn our focus once more on the storms that have affected parts of KwaZulu-Natal very badly. A short while ago, we were live in Ladysmith with Spamandla Goge. Now, that's for senior reporters, Dasen Thathiah is tracking developments in the Drakensberg area, or Kahlamba area, where the disaster there also hit in different parts. Is in Bergville now, coming to us live from there. Dasen, a very good afternoon to you. Yeah, KZN has really had a very tough start, weather-wise, to the new year.
Definitely, and today Mother Nature is acting like absolutely nothing happened over here, over the past 2 days here in the Okahlamba district. But that's not the case when you look around you and you see the damage that was caused by those heavy rains. In fact, just here, the mountain behind me is part of the reason why the homes that are below it were at risk. Some of those that are living here have told us about how the water was flowing heavily down these fields and striking the homes, mostly made of mud, and causing that damage. Right now, there are disaster management teams that, in the aftermath of that heavy rain and that flooding, is now doing assessments to establish exactly how many homes are affected, how many people are missing, if any, and seeing how they can assist those that are in need. The latest numbers that we have at the moment, Braden, is that there are at least 3 people that have been reported dead, and that is as a result of them drowning in these, while crossing the rivers that are overflowing here. And all 3 of those bodies, according to disaster management, have been recovered. There were also some close calls, but fortunately, the death toll at this point is still relatively low. Just take a look at this home that we are at now. This is one of the rondavels made of mud. It was badly damaged. Fortunately, the family that was here did manage to escape unharmed. I think many people were prepared, in a sense, for what was coming when they saw the level of rains and how heavy it was. But this means then that many of them are affected in terms of where they will stay, and that's where the municipality comes into play. I've got the mayor here with me, Mr. Vikisita Mlotshwa. Mr. Mayor, let me cross over here to you. I just want to get an update on the numbers right now. I know that you are doing assessments with your team. How many households would you estimate are affected in Okahlamba?
Yes, by now the estimation is plus 1,000 houses in all these 15 wards that have been reported. But I'll get the exact number tomorrow, because tomorrow at 9 o'clock I'll be having a meeting with disaster management together with all departments in order to come under one shelter in order for us to pave the way forward in order to assist our communities that are affected.
In driving around here, I noticed that many of the homes that are wrecked are those that are made of mud. Now, if you look at this layout, this looks like it's a disaster waiting to happen if you look at how close it is to the mountain. What plans are in place, not just now, not temporary measures, but beyond that, to make sure that residents are living in safe homes here?
In fact, we have started with these RDP houses that are scattered all over right now. We are building those RDP houses because we realize that this mud, if there are heavy rains, they are affected easily. So therefore, that is why we are intervening by building these RDP houses. But, because we are close to the mountains, in Ward 6 and Ward 7, they are also bad. We have already started digging big furrows in order to take water not to come to the communities, to take it away from residents. So by now, that is our plan, to have big furrows to prevent water coming through to our people.
Okay, and if you could just tell me before we end, what are the measures that will be taken now, more immediately, considering how unpredictable the weather's been recently and the storms that we've seen, to ensure that the residents that are living around here don't find themselves in this kind of situation? We've heard of those drownings as well, so clearly, people are at risk around here.
No. In fact, yesterday night, I have instructed the municipal manager to continue with Section 32 in order to assist these people because we do have a budget for temporal houses. Those temporal houses will be built very soon because we will not go to the supply chain as it stipulates by MFMA, but we will just use Section 132 in order for us to firstly intervene.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Mayor Braden. That's the update here from the ground in the area of Bergville. I can tell you that some of the roads here are impassable. In fact, not far from here, there was a community that had actually taken it upon themselves to repair parts of a bridge that was damaged, which was preventing access to one of the communities.
Thank you very much, Dasen Thathiah from Okahlamba Municipality in the Drakensberg in KwaZulu-Natal, just giving us the latest what's being done to assist affected communities, affected, of course, by the recent heavy rains.